everyone, welcome to today's video. Today I'm going over a recent report that former Republican National Committee Chairman Reince Priebus and former Chief of Staff briefly for President Trump has made his name back into the media as he's considering running for governor in Wisconsin. Now, Reince Priebus was very well talked about during the 2016 Republican nomination process, and a lot of people in the party were asking him what could he and the Republican National Committee do to try to stop President Trump, or will embracing President Trump lead to damage in the Republican Party's chances in 2016. Ultimately, Reince Priebus pretty much said there wasn't anything we could really do, and President Trump won the nomination, and obviously President Trump went on to become president. And Reince Priebus, through his support of President Trump and the Republicans holding the Senate and holding the House, President Trump made him his chief of staff. Now, I believe President Trump did fire Reince Priebus within a year of him being in that position. I think President Trump saying that just wasn't really a fit for the White House or wanted to shake something up or something. I wasn't too completely well versed on that, but either way, Reince Priebus still has ties to President Trump. And Wisconsin, the current Democratic Governor Tony Evers won in 2018 against then Republican Governor Scott Walker, who is now, I believe, the chairman of, I think, Young Americans for Freedom. So Scott Walker has already indicated he does not plan on running for governor in Wisconsin in 2022. And the future of how this race goes may say if he wants to run in 2024 or 2026. Scott Walker might be making a political return maybe 4 or 5 years from now, but for 2022, he's already said no. So the Republicans need a strong candidate to go after Governor Tony Evers. And Reince Priebus is a very, very interesting one. When people think of Wisconsin Republicans, to me, a few names come up. And remember, I keep an eye on this stuff all the time. I keep an eye on politics all the time, and I can only really name a few names in Wisconsin. I can think of Representative Sean Duffy, who has indicated he might be running for governor or maybe for Senate. So he's a name to keep an eye on. And then there's Reince Priebus, who I've already started to mention in this video. There's Paul Ryan, who used to be the Speaker of the House for a little bit. And then there's also Milwaukee Sheriff David Clark as well. So there's only 4 or 5 people, and then Scott Walker, obviously. So 5 people I can think of as potentially strong, well-known candidates in Wisconsin. And I think if Reince Priebus runs for governor, he's proven he can raise a lot of money. He would have most likely the backing of the RNC and President Trump. So he's got that laying down. If he runs, I think he very well could make it through the primary. And then, given the situation, a lot of the Rust Belt states, Wisconsin, Michigan, they've been shut down a lot during the pandemic through the course of their Democratic governors wanting to be more careful with reopening than, say, Republican governors have. That could benefit Reince Priebus if Wisconsin is still locked down in 2022. So Reince Priebus is potentially setting himself up for a very strong candidate in 2022 for Wisconsin. And don't forget, I know Joe Biden did win in Wisconsin in 2020, and that's very important to remember. Wisconsin was the closest of the 3 Rust Belt states between Wisconsin, Pennsylvania, and Michigan. Wisconsin was the closest of the 3. In 2016, it gave President Trump the biggest margin of victory of the 3. And it is traditionally the most Republican of the 3 states. So it's not like they're opposed to electing Republican governors. They just had one 3 years ago. So Reince Priebus winning is honestly very, very realistic. And if Republicans are interested in Wisconsin at flipping back this governor's seat in particular, this is a very, very important name to keep an eye on, because I think Reince Priebus could become a very important candidate and potentially a really strong candidate to try to flip back Wisconsin State House. That's going to do it for today's video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Please remember to like this video, subscribe to my channel so you get notified whenever I post a new one. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.